How's it going, guys, and welcome to 4Mar Ranch. So first of all, if you are new to the channel, welcome, but I want to let you know that the way I do things on the channel is that I try to share actual quantifiable data rather than just sharing my opinions or regurgitating all the information that just seems to be just an echo chamber at times in this industry, so that you can form your own conclusions and make your own opinions. So today we're going to be talking about the Speer LT, and this, like I said, a lot of regurgitated info, a lot of gun influencers just hyping it up and talking about how great it is. And don't get me wrong, I like the Speer LT a lot. I think it's a sexy platform. It's been very reliable, but I don't love the Speer LT. And in this video, I'm going to get into why that is with my sample size of actually kind of 2 here. So that's the other part of how I like to do things on the channel. I like to be a bit over the top. So rather than just testing the 16-inch or the 11.5, I got both to test for you guys. And I even debated maybe trying to get the 7.62 or the 300 blackout, but YouTube hates these kind of videos, does not pay me nearly enough to make that happen for you guys. But what did I do to test these rifles? I wanted to give you a different angle than what I've seen on the internet. So the main focus was to see how much the Zero shifts if you remove the barrel and then reinstall them. Real quick, me from the future editing, I realized I didn't really make a point of why did I test the whole taking the barrel off feature. Well, it's something that was marketed as a very convenient thing to do on the Speer LT, you know, a couple screws on the side of the handguard and then 2 screws underneath the handguard to remove the barrel. So maybe you have dreams of being able to break the rig down or swap calibers with different barrels. I don't know. Again, it's a data point that wasn't really tested, and this is kind of marketed as a modular kind of feature for this platform. And since the accuracy is less to be desired as about to be shown in this video, I was hoping that that feature would kind of make up for it and set it apart again, since it is a combat-oriented kind of platform. Maybe that feature would, you know, make or break what it can do. So no one else had tested it that I've seen, so wanted to share that with you. So anyways, back to the video. Thanks. Bottom line up front, the reason I don't love the Speer is that the accuracy leaves a lot to be desired for the price point that it comes in. I mean, depending on where you get it, you could be spending in the ballpark of $3,000. Hopefully you can find better deals, maybe $2,500 for the full rifle if you buy it new. And I would expect pretty good accuracy for that price point. The other thing, the 16-inch barrel, as I'm sure you are aware, or hopefully you're aware, the barrel flex issue is a real thing. This barrel moves very easily. The good news is on the 11.5, that doesn't seem to be the case. So I will give the Speer LT the benefit of the doubt that, okay, maybe it's purpose-driven to be a fighting rifle. That's what it's engineered to be. So it's not going to be the most accurate, but it's going to be reliable. And in my sample size of 2, they have been incredibly reliable. So to get a baseline, what I did is at 25 yards, I just patterned different types of ammo to see what kind of groups I got. So why did I do it at 25 yards? Well, it was 100 degrees out. I didn't want to be walking back and forth. And I knew that if I got a 1/4 inch group at 25 yards, then that would then correlate to, it should open up to about a 1-inch group at 100, because I'm just multiplying the values by 4 for, you know, to calculate what actual, in terms of MOA, minute of angle, what these groups were. So that's how I did it. Also helped me film the target a little bit better to show with you guys. And what I did after I found which upper liked what ammo, I then shot that ammo that grouped the best for a last control group. I then removed the barrel, reinstalled it, and fired another 5-round group on each of the uppers to see how much shift, if any, there were. So getting to the point, on the 16-inch upper, when I performed this, it ended up being a 2.24 overall shift. So by doing some trigonometry for you guys, the direct distance from group average to group average relative to the point of aim was a 2.24 MOA shift. So maybe not terrible. Again, you know, a 2-inch group at 100 yards, that's how much you can expect to shift. Maybe that's good, maybe it's not. Again, letting you guys decide. That's what I got for the 16-inch barrel. Now for the 11.5, again, this seems to be a little bit more rigid than that 16-inch barrel that has the barrel flex. It ended up being a 1.56 shift. This one only shifted in windage. The elevation was, for the most part, left unchanged. Now, again, take that for what it's worth. It's not totally perfect, but going back to the whole accuracy dilemma in general, the best group I got out of the 11.5 was a 2.08, with some match grade 75 grain ammo. And on the 16-inch, I did get a 1.12 MOA group with some 55 grain Stand 1 Armory just FMJ target ammo, which was impressive. But some of the groups opened up, I was in the 4s and the 5s in terms of accuracy. And on both offers with actual mil-spec ammo, the M8 55 green tip, on the 11.5 was a 4.8 MOA group, and on the 16 was a 4.2. So with combat ammo for potentially a combat engineered rifle, not so great. 4 inches at 100 yards when you're spending possibly $3,000 is going to leave you a little frustrated at the range, and that's why personally I don't love the Speer LT. And I just said it, I'm on record saying it. Will I continue shooting it and running it? Well, as you can see, I'm invested pretty heavy. I've already SBR'd the 11.5, so yeah, it's going to be around on the channel, and I still have fun shooting it. It's a pleasure to shoot, especially suppressed. It's very enjoyable, but it's just not really going to be a precision, you know, I'm not going to be implementing it for precision purposes. For flat range use, just plinking around, having a good time, it's good for that. But you will get hell of a workout because as you can see how it's set up, it is extremely stupidly front heavy. So anyways, not trying to get into the weeds any more than that or waste your time. Maybe I'll do some other Speer LT content. If you're curious to know more about my build, drop a comment and maybe I'll put that together. But I want to get to the point as quickly as possible for this so that you guys could, again, see a data point that I currently hadn't seen out there. And that is just removing the barrel, reinserting it, and seeing how much that groove shifts. So with that being said, that's all I have for you on this one. I want to thank you for taking the time to stop by the 4MR Ranch channel. And as always, guys, have a good one.